Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of our Sheffield United RTG career mode, returning with episode 21 today, and we are now through the summer transfer window, so we're going to be cracking on with loads of fixtures today. We got through a really tough run of games in the last episode, so I'm now hoping to kick on and really push for that European football that we want to achieve this season. Going to try and get through to probably around mid-December. I doubt we'll make it to the end of December, but we're going to really pick up the pace, starting with this first game away at the Vitality against struggling Bournemouth. So still waiting for the first chance of the game here as Connor's sent away down the right. Bournemouth have got a decent team in the saves. Skamaka up top, Tosin at the back, as we look for an opening with Hayden Hackney, who gives us the lead. And Bournemouth are one of those sides that I'd say now we're starting to overtake them. Obviously they're an established Premier League team in real life now, but I'd say in the save, this is our third season now in the top flight. There are teams that we're starting to overtake, and we finished above Bournemouth, I think, in two of the last three seasons, taking the lead here, and they're down struggling at the bottom of the league. So it's definitely a step in the right direction for us. Well, it's been a really scrappy game, this one, and Bournemouth are pushing and probing to get back into it, but not really been able to create much so far. Skamaka does well, offloads, and Stefan makes a good save. As I say, they've not created a huge amount, but with the scoreline at just 1-0, you're never too far out of sight from your opponents. This game's still well in the balance. As Tosin finds Skamaka, and oh my, that is mightily close from the former West Ham and Atalanta man. That is what I mean about only being 1-0. This game is not done yet. Bournemouth looking for that equaliser. Be a vital point for them if they can get it, and it will feel like a slip-up to start this episode off as Skamaka forces another save out of Zach Stefan, who's getting a good run in the team at the moment. Corner's floated in. Ola does well at the near. And Ings could be away here. Fresh off the bench. Danny Ings looking to run Garcia, and he's done him, and the defender's not come across. Danny Ings to seal it. Bang! Game over now. 2-0. Hit on the break, and that is all Danny Ings' work from one half to the other. And the 3 points are surely ours now. Danny Ings has still got it. Well, there is the whistle. A slow day at the office for our men up top, Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Cameron Archer, but Hayden Hackney from midfield and Danny Ings showing that he's still got it, securing the 3 points. That's the perfect start to the episode. Now we need to push on from here and go on a good run of form. Come on, you Blades. Tottenham up next as we welcome Angie's side to Bramall Lane. One change to the team as Ola comes in at right back for Connor Roberts. But other than that, unchanged from the win at Bournemouth. Come on, you Blades. Here's Darwin Núñez, the league's top goal scorer, well blocked by Anel, who then runs into Brennan Johnson, doesn't win the ball. It's well worked, and Darwin Núñez surely, big save. Zach Stefan, league's top scorer Darwin Núñez, denied by Zach, the American, getting a very good run in the side at the moment after some shaky form from Gavin Bazunu, but he's not going to stop that one. Brennan Johnson rifles Spurs into the lead. Oh, terrible giveaway. Come on, I haven't got started today. Son, the Tottenham captain, away from Lloyd Kelly. Could be a bit of danger here. Kelly can't get back at him, and Son fires it in. That's such a poor goal to concede. I'm never going to gloss over the highlights, or the lowlights, if you will, for that one. Completely my error, giving the ball away and then trying to dive in with Kelly to win it back. Son finishes and Spurs lead by 2. Not the way we wanted to pick up after that win against Bournemouth in the previous game. Son loses out to Ola, who does really well and can burst away down this right hand side. In today for Connor, and he's got Luka through the middle. Sucic to pull one back, saved by Unai Simon. Big opportunity that. And it fell to the right man. He's been in good form as the corner swung in. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin gets his 8th goal of the season and pulls us back into it. 2-0, the most dangerous scoreline. And Spurs are seeing that firsthand here, back in the game. Still got plenty of time to get back into things here. And we suffered quite a lot last year when we went behind in games. And we struggled to get back into them. And teams just picked us off and finished us off as Luka smashes us back on level terms, and that is more like it. The fight and the spirit. If we're going to qualify for Europe this year, as Luka giving it large in front of the Spurs fans, we need to make Bramall Lane a fortress, and we need to make sure that we get back into games when we're down. We were so poor last year from behind, and already this season 2 goals down here and back to 2 apiece. Well, it's been a great game here. Darwin Núñez burst of pace, looking to get away from Anel. This is danger as the league's top scorer comes inside. Vinny Souza does well. Well, I thought he'd done well. I thought he'd done well until he had him. And I'm not too sure what happened there, guys. I don't really have an explanation. Spurs looking for the dagger here to seal it. Brennan runs into Anel. Oh, and we're blocked in a corner here. Anel loses out. Surely it's going to be 4 and it's a penalty. Trying to block the cross, and Giles flies in, catches his man. I didn't see it in real time. It's late. He's trying to block the cross, but he is late. And Darwin Núñez has the chance from the spot to seal it for Spurs. Moves one ahead of Calvert-Lewin in the race for the Golden Boot, but more importantly, seals the game for Tottenham. Well, that will do it. Final whistle blows, and I mean that 3rd goal right after we'd got back into the game, just absolute calamity at the back, and then the penalty sealed it for Tottenham. Not the result we were looking for after the win against Bournemouth. But that is the final sort of tricky test we have for a little while now. So hoping to go on a run of form and continue pushing for those European spots. We're still not quite at the level of Spurs and Chelsea and those boys just yet. Well, guys, I said we were only going to be updating the youth academy when we had a player getting a deal, and you may see him there. Aliou Sonko, Cameroonian goalkeeper, left-footed, 6'1", 2.2 million value already at just 15 years of age. There's absolutely no chance I'm letting this guy go, so he is getting signed straight to the youth academy. So unfortunately, nobody else making it into the youth academy, but here we go. Aliou Sonko looks very good already. 73 diving and 71 kicking with 63 handling and reflexes. This guy looks absolutely incredible already. We'll get him on a development plan, but there's every chance I might try and get him loaned out in January because he looks the real deal, this guy. Aliou Sonko, remember the name. So Burnley up next away at Turf Moor, and quite a few changes to the team, especially in the defence, as we've gone for the experience of Harry Maguire and Connor Roberts. Bazunu also comes back in goal after being replaced by Zach Steffen in the starting lineup over recent weeks, and Che Adams also given an opportunity up top with Cameron misfiring. Need to get back to winning ways here. Sometimes, you know, you just need to mix things up. If it's not working, then it gives you even more of a reason to make a couple of changes. As Connor Roberts in behind went for goal. Still Connor can't pick out a teammate, but yeah, if things aren't working, then this is the perfect time to make a few changes. We've gone for some experience in our ranks as Maguire completely outpaced there, worked across, and Anel with a brilliant tackle. Not a repeat of Vinicius, please, as it's hoofed away. Frantic start here at Turf Moor as both sides looking to go in front. Still got that feeling of us being a sort of relegation threatened team, and you know, once that first goal goes in, when you're fighting for your life down at the bottom, it's so hard to pick yourselves up and go again. But you know, we're a top half looking to make it into European football side. We need to be a little bit more consistent and keep our heads if we do go a goal down, as Ryan does brilliantly. Harmer finds the back of the net. It's not Harmer. It's Che Adams, the man that we brought into the lineup today, and that is why sometimes you need to make a change. He's been waiting for his opportunity, and he's saying, Gaffer, this is why I've been asking to play. You stick me in the lineup, and I will score you the goals. Cameron not been firing. Che Adams comes in and scores. Oh, Hayden might just get there. Terrible throw-in from Burnley. And Hayden sees Dom at the back post. Lovely ball, and Dom's not going to miss that. In the form that he's been in since his return, he is not going to miss that. Throw away from Burnley, literally from the throw-in. And Hayden does brilliantly to find Dom at the back post, and he's never going to miss that, as I say. 2-0, and surely we'll be able to see this out for the 3 points from here. Lovely cross, and Dom just guides it in at the back post. Beautiful goal. Well, that will surely do it. And as I said during the game, our changes paid off. A goal for Che Adams, a clean sheet for Bazunu back in the team, and a perfect win for Sheffield United. Into the next game, it's Fulham in the Carabao Cup, and there'll be a whole host of changes. So those of you that are eagle-eyed may have seen that I have adjusted some of the kit numbers. I did it at the end of the or off camera at the end of the previous episode, so I probably missed the Premier League cut off, the deadline to change the kit numbers, but I get really OCD with that sort of thing, and I like to have realistic and first team squad numbers. And one of the players that has been given a first team squad number is the man just here, Daniel Jebison, given the number 7, and also given the captain's armband today. If Chelsea can do it with all of their youth players, Reece James, Levi Colwill, Conor Gallagher, all having worn the armband this season in real life, why can't we do it with Daniel Jebison? He's been class for us in this competition, and I wouldn't be surprised if he notches up again here, as Danny Ings brings the ball away, has a man on the overlap. It's Skov, pulled back and worked nicely into Jebison, and I called it. Given the armband, given the first team squad number, and Daniel Jebison is the future of this club. He's put us one step closer to making it to the final 8, and I'm desperate to go to Wembley this season in a cup final. I really want to make it, and Daniel Jebison says, this is my competition, and I'm going to drag us to Wembley. Get in, Daniel. Try not to think too far ahead, as this is by no means done, but all of the traditional top 6 were into the last 16, and all of them had pretty favourable ties, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do make it through, if we're joined by all of those traditional top 6 clubs. So it will be a tough quarter-final if we do get there. But of course, we've still got to get through Premier League opposition here in Fulham. Here goes Gabriel. Robert on the overlap. Great opportunity. And Jebison in the middle. I red-timed it, but it didn't matter. Coming in at the back post, and Jebison making a claim to be getting some games in the Premier League. Third goal of the Carabao Cup this season, wearing the armband today, surely sending us into that final 8. So that will do it. Sheffield United into the final 8 of the Carabao Cup. We've had a decent record in the Cups, especially since last season. And the backup brigade doing the job again into the final 8. And let's go and find out who it is we'll take on, as the draw should be made straight away. So I actually think we'll need an advance here. So we'll get through to this Saturday fixture, and we'll have a look who it is that we'll take on. I think all of the top 6 did make it through, and we will take on Manchester City. Wow, look at that for a quarter-final. Man City away at the Etihad. And you've got Liverpool v Arsenal, Chelsea v Spurs, and Manchester United v Brentford. Well, if we're going to go all the way this year, we're going to have to beat some of the big dogs. That's a really, really tough test in the quarterfinals. So back to matters in the Premier League here. Sorry, forgot to show you the lineup pre-game. We're back to full strength. Che Adams comes back into the team after his goal at Turf Moor. But other than that is as you would expect, with Liam Kelly back in next to Anel. Looking for another 3 points here. Che Adams on the spin, forces the save. Everton sat very, very deep at the moment, making it difficult to break them down. So we might actually Be better off letting them have the ball, let them send players up the pitch, and then trying to nick it back and spring on the break. Obviously, it's a risky game that, as Wolf gets in, pulled across, and oh, what a finish that is. Marius down the right into Wahi, and as Anel comes across to make the block, well, no chance for Bazunu from that range. Through the legs and into the roof of the net in a flash. And we trail the Toffees at Bramall Lane. Ryan, oh, terrible tackle. It's a straight red. Dwight McNeil's gone, and I'm not surprised because that is an awful tackle. Comes infield, knocks the ball away, and McNeil through the back of Ryan. Everton down to 10, and a great opportunity to get back into this. Oh, and we're back on level terms straight away. Connor Roberts with the goal. Might be his first for the club. Comes flying in from the set piece, and it's a double whammy for the Toffees. Sean Dyche will be tearing his few hair follicles out of that. Dwight McNeil sent off. Connor Roberts equalises, and surely we go on to win the game from here with over an hour to play. Corner for Sucic to swing in away from the keeper. Dangerous ball. Kelly! Back in the team today and on the score sheet as well. I said that goal would come, and it's taken just 7 second half minutes. Lloyd Kelly in front of those home fans. Lovely camera angle, and the Blades have their lead. Luca will look for that same crowd again. Kelly's in there again, and Kelly seals the win. Carbon copy. 3-1, game over now. I think that is going to do it. Really easy to see the game out after we got those 2 goals from Lloyd Kelly. With the 10 men, Everton just couldn't really press, and it was a comfortable win in the end. I thought the goals would come in that second half, and it was 2 set-piece goals from Lloyd Kelly. In fact, 3 in the total game, with Connors coming from the free kick. Everton, their own masters of their own downfall with that early red card, and it was the defensive boys that came up with the goals and secured the 3 points. Good win at Bramall Lane. So rolling on into the next game, it's Brentford at home here. A couple of changes to the team, with Daniel Jebison getting a start after his brilliant performance in the Carabao Cup against Fulham. Leandro Paredes also comes into our midfield. Looking for another 3 points here as we continue our hunt for European football next season. Come on, you Blades. And some defending to do for Kelly, who gets the start after his performance in the last game. Rolled back, and Anel throws himself in front of it. That's quality defending from the captain. Still not cleared though. Adley into Gunter. Good early pressure this from the Bees. Oh, and it's gone in. And I think Bazunu should maybe have done better there. And for now, Brentford remain a goal up. It's been a pretty poor performance from us as Sucic into Calvert-Lewin gets us back on level terms. Big goal, and Dom is the main man this season. Sorry, Daniel, you're still a young man. Oh, flying tackle, and I'm sure your time will come. And with Dom staying down there, maybe sooner than we thought. And it does feel a little bit like 2 points dropped. Brentford, a decent side, of course. It's not a terrible point, but at home, we're looking to pick up all 3. It's so difficult to break up that top 7 or 8 teams. You need to be pretty flawless throughout the season, and you can tell by the reaction it feels like 2 points dropped out. Right, well, as we finish the press conference, we'll see how bad that injury is to Calvert-Lewin, and it's a cursed broken toe injury. Once again in career mode. I wish EA would vary this. Every injury seems to be a broken toe or an ACL, but that is a big, big blow. Calvert-Lewin going to be out until probably around March time. Well, actually, no, we'll be back at the end of February most likely, but big, big blow that. Going to miss the busy Christmas period. And as I said, it may be time for Daniel Jebison to step up and get a run in the team. That is a huge blow for Dom. Fulham up next here at Craven Cottage, and Daniel Jebison will get his opportunity in a new look lineup up top with Cameron Archer. Changes in the back line as well, with Maguire coming back in with Ola Aina in our back four, and Zach Steffen returns between the sticks. Been the home side that have made the more promising start as a good block, but it falls to Cali Muendo. And while Steffen, given his chance today, hasn't really covered himself in glory there, the Frenchman, deservedly so, gives the Cottagers the lead. Ola and Jefferson, decent effort, had to hit it first time and turned away by the keeper. First real opening of the game as the corner swung in to Slabhead. First goal, I believe, since returning. Against the run of play, Fulham been much the better side, but we are a threat from set pieces. Two big centre-backs in there. Jefferson as well. And it falls to Harry Maguire, gets in between his two markers and heads past the keeper to, as I say, score what I believe is his first goal since returning. Palmer does well, wins the ball back. Jefferson pokes it on. Luca. Back to Jefferson. Oh! Stand up, young man. That is a wonderful hit from Daniel Jefferson. Rolled into him by Luca. And he's done it again versus Fulham. Lovely little poke through to him. Returned by Luca. And it's a great hit past the keeper. It is going to be Willian. Oh, wow. The veteran Brazilian still got it. That is a cracker. Tried to move Vinny Souza back on the goal line, but that's worth another look. Willian straight in the top bins. That's an unreal free kick. Can we swing on a quick counter? Sucic through to Adams. Brilliant opportunity. Shea Adams for the win! Walk-off winner for the Blades. The quick counter. Steffen up to Jefferson, and we worked it from there. Sucic, second assist of the game, through to Shea Adams off the bench, and he rifles it into the top corner. It is a cracker at the Cottage, and Sheffield United are going to claim all 3 points. What a game. Couple of changes to the lineup. There is our full 11. Let's go out there and pick up another vital 3 points. Come on, you Blades. No, 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 no. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. No, I don't believe it. It's been a shocking game here at Bramall Lane. And I mentioned it earlier. These are always the games that are so much harder to win. You can win away from home against the top 6. Bottom of the league at home, 1-0 loss. So standard, man. It's been a shocking game. And Nikola Zalewski fires in again. I don't think Bazunu really covers himself in much glory. And I'm starting to get frustrated with this. Both our keepers really out of form. Well, that is going to do it. A shocking game here at Bramall Lane, but Wolves are going to see it out, and they might add another. Bazunu pushes it away, but still didn't look convincing. We're well over the allotted 2 minutes here, but Wolves just seeing the game out. Don't you dare. Bazunu saves again. Just blow up, ref. Just blow up. Fuck me. 2-0. Shocking game. Kwang Hee Chang seals it from the bench, and the quicker we move on from that one, the better. Well, I don't believe that. Wolves' first win of the season. You just cannot write these sort of things. We've got Forest next, who are 19th. What are the chances we go back to back with defeats here? They've also only had 1 win this season. It's written in the stars, this sort of stuff. Oh, and just to compile our misery, as I suspected during the game, it's another 3-month injury. The broken toe again. This time it's Connor Roberts affected, and we're another man down. I desperately need Jayden Bogle back. Right, sorry, forgot to show you the lineup again for this one, but lots of changes. Jesus Christ. Lots of changes for this one as they're trying to injure all of my fullbacks. Former Forest man, Ola Aina, absolutely side down by Richarlison, who's at Forest. Don't you just love the transfer market in FC? O'Brien with him. And Elanga in support. Anthony Elanga, 1-0 Forest. And he's doing the gritty on me. It's starting to fall apart now. Luca away from his man, side down, but referee waves play on. Ola into the penalty area. Surely, oh, and we couldn't cut it back. Big opportunity that. And we couldn't find a yellow shirt in the middle. Harmer swings the corner in. Anel! The set piece kings are back, and it's not Anel. It's Slabhead once again. Oh, I can't believe how bad this Forest team are doing. You know what it's like visiting the City ground under the lights. Really tough place to go. And with the team they've got, as I say, I'm so surprised. Oh, Richarlison, that's great. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I always say you don't get any help on this game. And I think that is a prime example of what I'm on about. Gibbs White gets the better of Anel. Can't say that very often. And Elanga, that's the dagger. Seals it for Forest. Back-to-back defeats for the Blades against the two worst teams in the league. Right, this is serious time now. You know that meme of the guy like sitting forward in his chair? That's literally me like right now. I've set up, sat forward. Let's do this. We need to play better in this one. Need to defend better. And well, we're struggling going forward without Dom. Tammy and Kelly steps in. I think Archer did stay down, but here we go on the break. Daniel in behind. Jebison. Keeper starts to come. Jebison! That's what we needed. Blades lead at Bramall Lane. Big goal from the academy graduate Daniel Jebison. Corner goes short. Hackney does well. Diaby, men on the edge. Patino, one of them. Back to Musa Diaby. Slipped through the gap. Surely 1-1. And Borja Iglesias does level it up. It's been coming. Tell you what, these last three games just feel like they've been so frantic. It's like at the start of the episode, everything was calm and composed. And now it's just complete carnage as Sucic rolled across to Archer. And of course, it's today that he scores, as he did in real life at Villa Park, scoring against the team that sold him to the Blades. And boy, did he need that lovely build-up. Sucic with the assist again. He has been immense again this season. We have looked dangerous at times today. Gus swings the corner in. Dangerous ball. And there's the third. And it's Daniel Jebison again, leading the line for his homeboy club and stepping up in the absence of Calvert-Lewin. This is going to be a huge win to end the episode. Boy, did we need this. And Villa with a free kick. Sven Botman is over it. Oh my goodness. Not sure what Sven Botman is doing over it. Not sure how Sven Botman has got it that close. And I'm not sure how it stayed out either. Well, this is a full-on assault on our goal from Aston Villa. Could be a chance to seal it. Forsberg! I think that's his first league goal for the club. And Emil, the veteran Swede, seals it. 4-1, not a fair reflection on the game. Villa have been brilliant here. They've got such a good team in this career. And we're definitely going to be battling them for Europe this season. This is a big scalp though. Huge 3 points. And there is the whistle. It is a huge victory. Not only the scoreline, but the performance as well. Villa were dominant and we managed to dig in. Stefan was good in goal. We survived a few scares and sealed it at the end. But as you can see from the reaction, that is a big 3 points. So let's go and see where that leaves us in the league. Alright then guys, that is where we will leave it for today's episode. As I say, a lot more fast paced. That's what we're going for this season, as I really want to crack on and get into Europe. See, we are sat in 7th place at the moment, but it's so tight. Down to Aston Villa in 9th, so the top 9 is separated by only 7 points. Chelsea have a 3-point lead at the top. We've got Arsenal in our next league game, and we've got identical records with them. So that's a really massive game to kick off the next episode. Then we've got our Carabao Cup quarter-final against Manchester City. This season's going to be great. I can already feel it. I'm ready to crack on, really whiz through this season. I'm hoping that we finish in, I believe, the top 8 or potentially top 7 should get us Europe for next season. So that is the aim. I'd like to finish 7th. As a minimum to make sure, but 8th will hopefully do it as well. It's so hard to break up that traditional top 6, and when you've got the likes of Newcastle and Aston Villa with the teams that they've got, it's so difficult for us to break them up. But it's been an action-packed episode today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. We'll be back in the next one to carry on with loads more games as we head into the second half of the season. I'll catch you for it very soon, and peace.